Alright, looks like we're live. Hopefully this cooperates. Hopefully. Seems like internet's doing alright. That's really good because I'm kind of worried. They dug up the stuff, the cables, so yeah. I don't know if it's fixed or if it's on the new line or the substitute line or what, but yeah, that was rather loud this morning. So hopefully that's all fixed. Also, Twitch has been having issues today, so hopefully this cooperates. Yeah, hopefully. Twitch just can't ever figure out what it's doing, huh? Oh well, that's alright, that's alright. We'll see. Ah. You know, one thing I like about the colder weather is it keeps my drinking water nice and cool. If ever I get some from the faucet, it's like, it's much nicer. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We're going to do a little bit of work around the town, and then we're going into Tchville Idol. Oh, yeah. No, unfortunately, I didn't have any time. This has been a really busy week, guys, with, like, internet issues and all that kind of stuff. I haven't gotten to making the elimination bracket thing, but that's fine. We'll at least get started with the elimination rounds. Like having to get the graphics and stuff together for that. I don't know. I haven't gotten to it yet. Also, I wonder... Was this actually day 112? It might be 113. Hold on. That says 112. Yeah, it's 112. Alright, we're fine. I was worried for a moment. Okay. We're set. We're set. My voice, though, is not so set. I tell you, I do need... I need, like, a day off again. Mainly because I feel like I did a lot of screaming and stuff on Monday, and this is, you know, it's a lot to do for my voice, but that's fine. You know what? Don't work tomorrow. Stream tomorrow. Still gotta figure out what I'm doing Saturday, if anything. Like, again, oh my gosh, that's right. I have all this stuff. Saturday will be a little interesting because, it is... I'm hoping to go to the pre-release event for Pokemon. So, hopefully that cooperates. But, yeah, I don't really know. It might not. I might not be able to go. Like, I don't know if I want to wake up super early or what. Sure. Come up with a new nickname. Soleil? Young W? What? That's so unlike you, but okay, Soleil, that's fine. What are my thoughts on Animal Crossing Pocket Camp? Well, I'm only going to be basing my thoughts on the trailer that they showed because I'm not following any of the Australian release or people that are playing that aren't in Australia that just got it early because I'm playing by the rules. But yeah, it looks alright. I'll be curious to see how it ends up being when it's released in my region officially. But yeah, I'm not really at the moment looking into anything else. I'll probably take a look at some point, but I'm not gonna play it until it's out in my area. Because, by the way, it's kind of violating Twitch's terms of service. It says you gotta respect street dates. So, yeah. Anyway. Whatever. It looks interesting, I'll give it that. But let's not talk any spoilers, because I'm guessing there's only a few people that are tuning in from Australia here. It's pretty late in Australia right now. I think it's like, what, the middle of the night? So yeah, probably not gonna have anyone in Australia right today. Probably not. Alright, so what do I need to do for initiatives today? I need dream sharing. Share your dreams of the Dream Suite. I want to do that later. I want to fix up my house first. That's something that I've been, kind of working on over time. Orchid mantis. I don't know how easy those are to find right now. I know I can only find those on, like, white flowers. So maybe I'll be able to. I also got to sort out all this mail. Let's see if I can find the mantis. Because I am hurting for some meow coupons. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, I don't see it so far. I really shouldn't waste too much more time on that. All right, you know what? Let's just put that on hold for right now. Oh, I do want to see what's in campgrounds, though. Because, again, there are a few things I'm looking for my outside room. And there are still a few things I'm looking for my kitchen. Actually, I ordered a lot of things that I think should look nice in my kitchen. So we'll have to see. Okay, another sign. What is this thing? Zen barrel. Interesting. All right, well, let's take a look over here. Ooh. Oh, man, this looks pretty good. I could get some of this stuff for my outside. Actually, like this leaf thing. Wait a second, the sprout. What is this? Is this like a table? Leaf bed. Sprout table. That is just what I need. That is just what I need. Hey, how's it going, Seth? It is way late over there, dang. 3 a.m. Holy smokes. All right, I have to scan some sort of amiibo. Yeah, Twitch has been kind of twitchy today. Not just for me, but for a lot of people. My internet seems very fine right now, so that's good. I was kind of worried because signal strength seemed lower. In fact, let me take a look at that right now. Because it was like over 0. It was like 1 to 2 earlier, and that was pretty good. Now it's down to like negative 1.7 to negative 3.4. So it's lower, so I'm kind of worried, but it seems like it's all right. Like, I haven't dropped a single frame yet, so that's reassuring. How are you doing, Cesar? Oh, no, I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm sorry. All right, wait, that's Sahara over there. Sahara! All right. Oh, darn it, dropping frames. Great. I jinxed it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Thoughts on Animal Crossing Mobile? It looks interesting. I'll be curious to see how it is. I hope it's not too cash grabby. If it's just something I can play on, my phone just for a little experience. Like, I wasn't expecting a full experience, so I think this is fine. I do not have the Australian release because I don't like how they rolled that out. And I don't like how people are kind of just getting it even if they're not in Australia. But yeah, it looks interesting. I'll be curious to see how it is. I'll give it a shot at least. I hope it survives better than Mitomo. Go back to Australia. Well, I do have an Australian SIM card I took with me, so I could do that. I'll just go to Australia. That'll solve my problems. That'll solve all my problems. I'll do that just so I can play the game. Make a stop in Tokyo. Hey, I forgot to ask the other day, how did that typhoon go? I heard that thing was like going right towards Tokyo and everything, so. I mean, I haven't heard much about it since, so hopefully it's alright, but rather curious. Alright, so what did you do to the inside? No! Cotton candies, no! I have to change this now. Saying the house looks like a minion. No! I will not be able to unsee that. Now, I like this wall, whatever this is. So Mario Star, I'll make decisions like that when I have the game. Alright, so what did I even get? Classroom wall. An alpine rug. The classroom wall doesn't look that bad, actually. Actually, that might look really good over in... Oh, Cesar, he's like my new best friend now. He's like, oh, you haven't seen me in a week. Where you been hiding? Now it's like, hey, I want to go over to your house unannounced. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright, hey. Oh, not what I want. Hey, Cesar. Okay, let's see. What do you want? We could talk for hours. Yeah, okay. Wrestling over a robo-clock. Alright, well, thanks. Robo-clock. Okay, are you gonna skedaddle? Yeah, he is. Shoo! Okay, I have to change that exterior now. I really do. I can't look at it now without thinking that. Thank you for ruining it, cotton candies. Okay, so classroom wall. How does this look in here? Let's find out. You know, I don't like it as much. I like this. I think this still looks good. Okay, so I did get a few more things that might help this out. No, it was not on purpose, trust me. I need to change it now. Change it. Alright. Let me bring this classic. What's up with all these tombstones? Oh, my cup is just getting full of those things. Alright, so I have this lovely classic thing. And it looks nice, but there's not really anything else classic in here. Actually, you know what? It would look really nice upstairs, I bet. I like that music, by the way. Pretty good. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I could get rid of this couch, which it looks nice, but let's compare and contrast, all right? So we could have this here instead, which actually I don't really like it as much. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna put the other back. I think that the cabin couch looked a little better. Yeah, I don't really know where I want to put this thing now. Got the throne! Broccolo, nice. Very nice. Okay, Robo Clock. Thing looks kind of cool if I recall. Let's just put this up here for right now. See how it looks. Oh, what? Oh, I don't put it on the wall. Huh. Looks kind of weird. Now, I wonder how the couch would look down here. I don't really know where I would be able to put it. I guess I could put it over here. All right, bear with me for a moment. It just sticks out like a sore thumb. It's not that it looks bad, it's just that there's nowhere that it really fits in my house, so we'll have to put that away for later. All right, you know what? Better yet, let's put it in this storage. I have to have a cleaning day at some point, because it's getting pretty messy once again. All right. Flower bed. That's right. I did get that. Classic sofa, kitty stereo, modern wall. It looks nice. I like the classroom wall. I mean, it does look good. Okay, sleek lamp, lovely bed. What would I like to put up here? I don't know, actually. Let's just go ahead and see some of this mail here. Listen to this order. I had this dream. Oh, whoa! 100 of those tombstone bits. 'Tis the season to be spoopy. Thank you, Maxwell P. Queen. Listen to this word. I had this dream. Your hair was wet from the endless rain. As I stood watching, it started floating like seaweed in a storm. I think it means you need to shower more. Olaf the Dreamer. Oh my. Alright, he busted me. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I need to get rid of some letters. That's what I need to do. Oh. Still outside of my house. What's that all about? Alright, so now I have room in my inventory, so... It's funny, Olaf, but we don't really need that. Okay, campground. We got the Zen tea set. That's gonna look really nice. Ordered the lemon table. Again, this will look pretty nice outside, but again, I want that sprout table. Red's gallery. I got this proper painting I should probably do something with. Olaf, I don't even know. Just put fertilizer there. What was this from campground? I don't even remember. Hey, Wildfire Tiger just subscribed with Twitch Prime for the 5th month in a row. Saying, yay, mostly was watching on YouTube, but I want to support my fave. Well, awesome, awesome. Glad you're tuning back in. That's really cool. No worries if you can only watch on YouTube or aren't able to watch live all that often. But yeah, thank you so much for that big service. I want to see some love in the chat, everyone, for Wildfire Tiger. Oh, yeah. All right, so wait, what was this again? Oh, yeah, just then tea set. That's fine. Jitters. Oh, yep. I know where he went, too. I know where he went. He moved over to Pallet. I'm invading, I tell ya. I am invading Emil's town. Wait, what did Soleil send the other day? A trash can? Soleil, what? What the heck? My dear Werder, a piece of furniture I know is just right for you happened across my path. It may or might not exactly fit your taste, but sometimes it's good to try out new things. It's a trash can, Soleil. How do you expect me to take that? Alright, and then I got this mistake from Gulliver. A chocolate coin, of course. Which I didn't actually have, so I guess that's fine. I'm gonna eat this thing. Eating my own money. Okay, so what did I end up getting here? This is the Zen tea set, which is already customized. Lemon table. Proper painting. And another Zen... Wait. I ordered 2 Zen tea sets. Nothing weird about that. Okay, let me take a look here then. So this is the grapefruit table. This is... What is this? I don't even remember. Ranch chair, that's right. I was gonna refurbish that. I think it'd look nice. But now I need to refurbish one of those things. Oh, the tacos! That's right! Oh, man. Oh, I'm hungry for these tacos. Alright, and... Pasta. See, this is gonna be nice. Alright, well, it's fine that we have 2 tea sets. That's alright. And rice balls. Delicious. So now we actually have food for the food room. The gallant statue. From Soleil. Alright, let's see. My dear warder, I found something that will change your life. It's an item with the power to make you fabulous. But I can hear you asking how I know. Let's just call it a woman's intuition. Oh boy. Alright, what did you get me? A green Zap helmet. I can't even wear that right now. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so let me go ahead and drop off these items. I think we're going to be playing some Tchville Idle Desert Island Escape pretty soon. Alright, so I also want to refurbish that chair. I think that'd be nice. Although, in looking at it, I don't actually know where I'm going to put it. Alright, so Zen tea set. Have that there. Are they exactly the same? They are exactly the same. That's so weird. Like, I might have just left it out for a while. I would not be surprised if I did that. Alright, so rice balls. And some pasta. Where am I gonna put these darn tacos now? See, now that is a problem. There's nowhere to put my tacos. I'm thinking that this tea set over here needs to go. We'll put the tacos right over here. There we go. I mean, we don't need a normal tea set. This looks nice. Alright, so... what else do I have around here? So weird with the Zen tea sets, darn it. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Gotta see what's going on over here. Now that I have those tables, I have to scan an amiibo. I need to get those sprout tables. I think that's actually just the thing I need out here. Just watch, this is gonna look really bad. Actually, hold on, I should put the flower bed over here. There we go, that looks pretty nice. So, what I was thinking is having, like, the grapefruit table and stuff like that kind of, like, over here, maybe? Just have it, like, somewhere. But that sprout table, if I can get 2 of those, I think that'd look even better. Although these do have their charm. I don't know, it's looking a little disorderly. I really like that table. Ooh, that maple one would look really good right here. Swap them around. that looks nice. Okay. I need to put this down somewhere. Yeah, I think that sprout table is just what I need. I think if I had like 2 of those set up over here, that'd look really nice. Now, do I want that tree standee though? Like, I could see that looking really pleasant. I think I might be able to order it though, but I don't think I have it, so that probably wouldn't work anyway. Too bad I can't put anything on this table. That's kind of unfortunate. Like, I like it there. But, yeah, I don't think we really need it. Okay, how much money do I have? 19,000. It's alright. I need to get that sprout table. So let me scan an amiibo. I don't really even know who. Let's scan... Bruce. Do that from the losers bracket. Well, not really even bracket, it's just a loser. Sorry, Bruce. Okay. Scan this thing. Alright, there we go. Give me something! Chocolate fountain. Actually, that sounds pretty good right about now. I'm fine with that. That'd actually be really good in my my one room, darn it. Actually, that'd be really good in this room. What am I talking about? You know what? Sorry, Tarantula, but a chocolate fountain is just so much more fitting in a room like this. Look at that. I mean, that, like, completes it. We'll just put you away for later. Same with the Zen tea set. Be nice, but... Alright, so we're gonna do some Desert Island Escape, but first, I need to get that sprout table, and I think I want to get that standee thing, the tree standee. I think that'll be pretty nice. It looked nice outside, you know? Well, in the outside room. I think it just make it look like there's a tree there. I think that'd be pretty good. So we're gonna do that, and then, we're gonna play some Desert Island Escape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. The question is, do I want to get 2 of these things? If I even can. I don't even know if I can. I just think this would look really nice. Like, you know, it'd look like there's a tree outside. The table, I feel, is, like, necessary. Like, we can put flowers on there. I want to get one more. So the standee... How much room does it take up? So it does look like it's just a 2x1. So that's not bad. I think that just looked really nice. Don't you agree? I don't know. I'm really torn. You know what? I'm gonna get one more of those sprout tables because I think they're a pain to get, and I need some vertical stuff. Like, I need to be able to put things onto things. So that will be a good way to do that. So, that's taken care of. Now I need to get a new exterior because I'm not going to be able to look at that one in the same way. Darn it. Okay. So yeah, we'll go over here. I gotta pick up that stuff someday. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Okay, I need a new exterior. I need a new exterior. Can't have it look like a minion. Red, though. That's not what I want. You know what? I don't even care. We're just going for it. We're just going for it. Anything to make it not look like a minion. Actually, this blue would look pretty nice. Alright, well, we're just gonna go for a change of style. I think maybe it would make more sense if Werder were blue. I know we always like yellow, but kind of growing on me. Okay. Oh, I might as well check out what's over here, too. Just to see. Just to see if there's anything good. Another bonsai. Wait, what's this one? KK Marathon? I don't think I have this. I think I'm gonna get that. Okay. What have we got upstairs? Give me something good. What is that? Oh, it's big thing. Oh, Mixer 2. Why do you do this to me? Alright, I'll buy it. Wait, what do we got for floors? Plaza tile. Oh, that also looks really nice. I don't remember if I have it or not. So I might as well get that. I don't think I like this very much. Nah. Okay. I think that's all settled now. So I think it's time for some Tchville Idol. What do you guys say? Are you guys ready for it? So, I should probably work on the bracket in thinking about it. Just so we're going to be consistent. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. It would actually make more sense to shuffle them up. Other than 1 and 8. Which I think should be... Where's I going? What was I just about to do? I feel like there was something I was going to do. Oh, you know what? I was going to go to the museum. That's what. Let me do that really fast. Just so it's less stuff I have in my inventory. Also, let me get the thing. I think we'll shuffle up the 6 teams. Because they don't need to fight each other in... Wait, I'm going the wrong way, darn it. They don't need to fight each other in, order, I guess. Okay, let's see. Madame Leo saying my big service shirt is gonna get here on Tuesday. Nice! Happy Halloween! That's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and make a donation. I already had one of those, darn it. Darn proper painting. Ah! Alright, well, at least we have that new gallant statue. Nice. That reminds me, I gotta do some laundry. I gotta get my big service shirt cleaned up for the pre-release. I gotta bring that, because that is symbolic. Okay. Tchville Idol Season 2. Let's see. Oh, actually, I have the cards here. That'd probably make more sense. Well, let's take a look at it. Oh, man. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to use random.org to randomize the groups. So we're going to use the list randomizer. We're going to have these teams sorted out. So Drago, Zell, and Diana. And then that's for group 5. For group 4, we have Kurlos. Oh yeah, Rosie's Rams. Kurlos, Pietro, and Rosie. For group... Wait, which group is it? Oh, this is the losers group. Barreled, Rodney, and Anchovy. For the winners group, we have Freya, Meringue, and Static. So it could be interesting to have them face off against each other. For group 1, we have Chevra, Antonio, and Daisy. For group 2, we have Bunny, Nibbles, and Aurora. For group 3, we have Melba, Fuchsia, and Joey. And for group 6, we have Kiki, Mary, and Flurry. Alright, so let me go ahead and randomize all of these. And we'll see how that goes. Oh man, I have all these cards over here. So I'm gonna do it by their numbers. So give me a moment, guys. Sorry I don't have all this prepared. Again, I wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to do it anyway. But yeah, we'll do it this way. And then the first on the list will fight against the last on the list, and so on and so forth. Alright, let me just try to put stuff here so I have use of my keyboard again. Alright. Oh, man. Okay. Let me see how I can make a top 8 bracket. That's what I want. Alright, so 8 teams. Alright, let's just see if this site works. I'm not sure if this will work, but this could be fun. Okay. So this does work, so I'm going to do... Wait, it doesn't have the numbers. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I should do it seated. I should. Okay, alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So, I think this site will help me generate a thing. I think. Alright, 8 teams. Okay, yeah, there we go. This is working. Cool. Let me download this then. Alright, it's printyourbrackets.com. That's what I'm using. Okay, I think this will work. Wait, but this isn't seated, darn it. Teams numbered. Oh, no, this doesn't work. This isn't what I want. I thought this would have worked. Well, whatever. We'll just do it like that. Where is seated? Oh, here's a printable. Is this what I want? This is what I want. There we go. Okay, okay. This is... Okay, I got it, guys. I got it. We're good. We're good. No, we're not. This... I can't edit anything on this. How do I edit this? No! Oh, the one I had was working so well! Alright, well... We'll do it this way, then. I'll just open it up in, like, Photoshop. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the draw, everyone. Actually, let me go ahead and get the blank bracket, I guess. Just so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. What? Why do I need a password for this? Why can't I just... Alright. Just gonna do this. My gosh, they made me jump through so many hoops. Alright, this is all I really want. Let's see if this will work. I probably could have made something in the amount of time it took for this. Okay. So, let me resize this so it's a reasonable size. I guess like 800 by something will be... Okay. We're almost there. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Alright. Tchville idle bracket. So, here is the blank bracket right now. Let me get this loaded. And then I will update this as we go through. We're gonna do the draw. And that should be interesting. Wait, where the heck did I save that? Okay, no. Yes. Okay. There we go. Let me resize this thing. So, this is the bracket here. We have to get this seated now. So, I will use random.org to draw the teams. I'll take all of the teams that we had, and then based on the number that they appear on that list, that will be the number that I input them into for the teams. Does that sound good? Are we all set on that? Alright, so let me now do this on random.org. So I'll just start with, doesn't really matter what, so we'll do group 3. Actually, I'll just do by group name. By group number, rather. Okay, groups 1 through 6. And then group star and group loser. It's so sad. Okay, here we go. So, for spot 1, we have group 1. That kind of works out. So that'll be Chevra, Antonio, and Daisy. Although I have to make sure I get their order right. So, group 1 is Daisy in first, then Chevra, then Antonio. So let me get that going really fast. Alright, I know I'm going to need a smaller font. Thank you for your patience, everybody! But this is important. We're all part of this together, you know? Alright, so... we have... Chevra... wait, no. Daisy... Chevra and Antonio... Alright, I guess we'll do that. So, then second we had number 2, so that would be... where'd it go? No! Alright, found it. We have Bunny, Nibbles, and Aurora. Let me get their order correct. So we're going to be having Chevra Actually, well, yeah, let me do this. So how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Thank you again for your patience, but I should have done this stuff beforehand. As you can see, it takes time to actually get all this stuff kind of taken care of, but hopefully it'll be good in the long run. All right. Well, you get to chill with me as we get it set up. I'll tell you what, I'll try to save it after every 2 teams that I do. Does that sound good? Just then we can kind of be, you know, seeing the thing update as I'm adding it. So group 2, we have, let's see, Aurora was first, and then we had Nibbles. And then, wait, actually, where's Bunny? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do Aurora, Nibbles. I think it was Aurora, Bunny, and then Nibbles, if I recall. Alright, so Aurora, Bunny, Nibbles. I should probably save this too. Ooh, I should put their cards on there. That'd be fun. Alright, let me do this. Alright, should update. Yay, there we go! We have progress, guys! We have progress. Oh man, alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see. Next up, where did random org go? So for slot 3, we have group 6. Where did that go? There it is. Okay. That's Flurry and Kiki. The good news is we do have time. So that's kind of nice. Like, we're not really rushed today or anything. We're not gonna have any, whatchamacallit, though. Happy home designer, but I kind of knew that going into it. Okay, so next up, yeah, we have, it was Flurry, Mary, and Kiki. I'll save this after every update. Not necessary, but just kind of nice. Okay, next up on Random Org, we have Group 5. So that'll take spot 4 over there. Alright. No, this isn't it. Where? There it is. Okay. That's Diana, Zell, and Drago. What order were they in, though? Group 5. It was Drago, Zell, Diana. Alright. This is kind of neat. I think this will be fun. I think it'll be neat. Now we're getting over to the elimination rounds. I'll try to have this image available for you, by the way. So it'll be available. I might do some tweaks to it. Alright, I'll probably add, like, their cards and stuff. I think that'd look really cool. So next up, we have 5. That's Group Star. So that will be against Drago, Zell, and Diana. So that is the overall winners of Tchville Idol. And that's Freya, let's see, Freya had 22. Meringue had 21. Static with 23. Alright, so Static, Freya, Meringue. Kind of weird music. You know what? This music's kind of driving me crazy. Let's go over into the other room. I need a change of pace, guys. I need a change of pace. This is good. Alright. So, yes, we have Static, Freya, Meringue. Next up, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna say about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon spoilers, guys. Please don't post anything unless it's been posted on the official Pokemon Twitter or website. If it's there, it's basically the equivalent of a movie trailer, so, you know, it's good. But if it's an interview, or if it's a leak, or if it's something like that, please don't talk about it right now. Again, this is also an Animal Crossing stream, so people, you know, wouldn't be able to have any kind of, you know, stuff. Sorry, I wasn't really looking at that, but you guys gotta be respectful of people who might not want to have things spoiled. Now, again, my warning, my general warning is always, hey, if it's been officially revealed on their Twitter, then that's just kind of how it goes. But if, you know, like, I don't have any spoiler warnings for that. That is your spoiler warning. So don't expect anything from me different. But I will respect the fact that, like, Koro scans or interviews, things that aren't posted on the main thing, like, you know, on any of the main social media, like, that's something that, hey, you know what? It's posted there. It's posted there so they can promote it. That's more than fair. Okay, so for Group 4, Rosie, Pietro, and Kurlos. I know Kurlos is last. I don't remember which. Let's take a look. This is Group 4. Or C. Rosie, Pietro, Kurlos. Alright. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Getting so close to the end here. Only 3 more teams we have to input. I don't know if I updated the thing, but it's fine. We'll do it after this one. Alright, Rosie. No. Group 4 was Rosie, Pietro, and Kurlos. 5 on the seed. That is, I didn't save the thing. That's for the All-Stars. The number you see is not their group number. Like, the number listed on this elimination bracket. That's just where they're placed. Okay, let's do this. There, now it's updated. Okay, 2 more to go, guys. And those would be Group 3, that's in spot 7. Let's see if I can find that. So Group 3, Melba, Fuchsia, and Joey. There we go. Melba, Fuchsia, Joey. Okay. That's group, or spot 7. Melba, Fuchsia, Joey. And last but not least, I'll tidy this up later. It's gonna look nice. The losers bracket, right? Yeah, they get spot 8. So we're gonna see the losers today fighting Daisy, Chevra, and Antonio. And the losers can be in whatever order. So we'll have Anchovy, Barreled, Rodney. These are ones that got no votes whatsoever. Poor things. Oh, man. But they're getting a chance. They're getting a chance. Anchovy, Barreled, and Rodney. Alright. So, here's what our bracket looks like. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Ta-da! Alright, so... Dun da da da. We have Daisy, Chevra, and Antonio versus Anchovy, Barreled, and Rodney. We have Aurora, Bunny, and Nibbles versus Melba, Fuchsia, and Joey. we have Drago, Zell, and Diana versus Static, Freya, and Meringue. And then we have Flurry, Mary, and Kiki versus Rosie, Pietro, and Kurlos. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to be starting with Daisy, Chevra, Antonio versus Anchovy, Barreled, and Rodney. What do you say? All right, so let's actually do this. So I'm going to be going into announcer mode. What that means is I will not be interacting with the chat as much. Again, it's kind of a game show. I want to, you know, have you guys involved in it, but have it be like a show. So that's kind of what it's going to be. Let's see, Daisy, Chevra. So they're right over here. Okay, have my teams. We're all set here. But yeah, if someone comes in and you notice that they're like trying to say hi or ask me a question or something, if you could just do me a favor and just kind of tell them, hey, my plate for the salsa. Hey, you know, just, this is what's up. In case they don't read the text, because who reads the text? All right, it's time for some Desert Island Escape. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Desert Island Escape on Tchville Idol Season 2. So now we have our top 8 for Tchville Idol. Let's see which 8 teams made it to the elimination round. So this is what the bracket looks like as of this moment. We have Daisy, Chevra, and Antonio facing off against Anchovy, Barreled, and Rodney. That will be today's game. Then in the future, we have Aurora, Bunny, and Nibbles versus Melba, Fuchsia, and Joey. Drago, Zell, and Diana versus Static, Freya, and Meringue, the All-Stars. And lastly, Flurry, Mary, and Kiki versus Rosie, Pietro, and Kurlos. These teams will be facing off against each other in the intermediate areas. And I tell you, it will definitely be quite a show. So, that being said, let's see what it will bring. Give me just a moment here. Alright, anyway, today's game will be Daisy, Chevra, and Antonio versus Anchovy, Barreled, and Rodney. So, let us get started. So again, first up will be Daisy, Anchovy, and Rodney. Now, they are going to be playing on stage 2 of the intermediate. You know, if you guys are gonna be really annoying in the chat, I'm just gonna say don't do that, alright? Okay, this is supposed to be a show. I don't want to break character, but again, just be respectful, okay? You guys aren't being very respectful. Anyway, let's get back to character now so we can have a good time. So, we have Daisy. Let's go ahead and scan everyone in. Alright, no. We will be making a new group. Not having that right now. Not having that. I don't care if you're joking. Remember, moderators and myself have to keep tabs on this, so you can have a nice 10-minute timeout. You were just timed out. You were warned. Nothing you really said was that bad, but I do not appreciate that, so don't do that. Not happy. Anyway, let's see if I can get back to this. If you guys are going to be, you know, I'll just stop right now, right? Like, I want to have a good time with this. And, like, in the past 2 minutes, I've had to ban someone and time someone out. Now, this isn't what I want. So, I'm going to ask one more time. If you guys want to enjoy this, great. Otherwise, I can do this another day. I really have no problem with that. I'm not trying to be sour or anything, but you guys, You gotta play along too. You gotta be nice. You gotta do that. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to keep character, and we're gonna end it early. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the show. What do you say? So, we have Daisy, Chevra, and Antonio as the first team that will be taking on Desert Island Escape. So Daisy with her ever so useful ability, Sniff 'em Out. Then we have Chevra, who I believe also has another very good idea, or very good team ability of First Aid that may help. And lastly, we have Antonio. There we go. All right, let's see how this team will do on this island. We shall find out. Okay, so again, they have 9 days now. This is not an easy task, so we'll have to see just how well they perform. It's definitely not the beginner rounds anymore. So, it is Daisy's turn again. She has the incredible ability of Sniff 'em Out, giving her the ability to see if there's anything hidden nearby. Now, there's nothing in either of these two spaces there, meaning she does not necessarily want to check them out. Oh, finding some persimmons. That could be handy, although no one particularly needs persimmons. So, she's going to go ahead and take them anyway, as no one else really has any benefit from them. And that will give her the chance to investigate the other areas. Oh, she's taken 4 persimmons from the tree. Wonderful news. That gives them a starting advantage for food. Definitely good, because again, food is a lot more important in this island than the earlier islands, simply because there are 9 days. Now, this team also requires a lot of food, so we'll have to see if they can survive that. So Chevra, with her first aid ability, can search for medicine. Oh, she's found a log. That is wonderful. Okay, now let's see what else she will find over here. That's great news. What a start. Oh, finding some mangoes. This could also be very good. Again, this team does need a lot of food. Needs 7 food in order to have a day's worth of rations. So, let's see what will happen. Again, there is that one space. Although Antonio does have the ability to search there, Chevra will be investigating the lower part of the island, leaving Antonio most likely to search those 3 spaces. Now, of course, none of them, except for possibly the one 2 squares away, could be an item of use. So we'll see what Antonio will find. Antonio has found a centipede. Uh-oh! He is able to fight the centipede. Let's see if he will succeed. Oh, he manages to succeed in fighting against the centipede. That is great news. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, what else will he find over here? Oh, it's a snake. This is bad. Definitely a tougher foe than the centipede. Oh dear, will he be able to overcome it? Yes, he is able to take down the snake as well. Way to go, Antonio. That is wonderful news for Antonio. So, the question remains, where will he go now? Just opting to investigate. Tile right there. Okay, so it is now up to the team to decide where to go. They are going to be making camp where Daisy is at. So they have no items that they can use to make any sort of tools, so they're just going to have to eat. At least they did get enough food supplies to last the day, so that's a reassuring fact. There's some food nearby. But again, this team in particular requires a lot of food. Alright, now Daisy with her Sniff 'em Out ability definitely benefits from searching a lot of areas with things nearby. Okay, so there is a stick over there. Will she opt to take the stick? Let's see. It looks like she's going for it. What else will the team do, though? That is the question. Actually, Daisy is going to... She's going to head on over there. Perhaps setting them up for later. All right, now it's up to Chevra. What will she find? Where will she go? Again, this team has several different points of movement. In fact, let's double check here. Yes, Antonio also has 4 movement points. So let's see. Since she does not have Gimme Gimme, it would make sense for her to take the mangoes so she can share them with the rest of the team. Let's see how many she will take. Oh, this is great. She's gotten 4 mangoes for her team. Great news. All right, now, where will she spend the rest of her turn? She is going to take that stick. Already revealed. And then the question is, where will she go from here? Where will Antonio go from here? Definitely some good questions. Again, nothing good could come from that tree there. So it might not even be worthwhile. She's going to just uncover one more space over here. So let's see how this team works well together. Now, Antonio is going to be combing the coast, picking up the piece of cloth. That could give them the ability to make a bug net. Is opting to look in the lookout, seeing if there's anything nearby that could help. And then we'll encounter... Oh, look at that. Some more persimmons. Wonderful. How many persimmons? Oh, it looks like he could take a lot of persimmons. He's taken 7 persimmons. Whoa. Now the question is, will he take any for himself? No, he is sharing with the rest of the team. That is great. So the question is now, where will this team go? There are all sorts of areas nearby for either path. It looks like they're going where Daisy is at. Again, there are a few areas that Daisy could investigate with her Sniff 'em Out ability. So they are opting to make a bug net that will give them the ability to take home some honey. Perhaps giving them extra food. Again, this team does rely on food more than a lot of other teams do. Antonio has a requirement of 3 food. So that is definitely something to consider. Also, thank you to the 3rd Maurice for subscribing for the 5th month in a row. Of course, everyone in the chat, be sure to say thank you. Again, I am in announcer mode right now, so my ability to interact is rather limited, but thank you for your support. All right, so let's see. Where will Daisy go? Again, her ability does let her sniff out areas nearby. Now, look at that. She's found some medicine. She's found a rock. But does she actually need to take either of these things herself? She might not need to. It might be worthwhile seeing what's over in the flower patch over there instead. Finding some medicine. So this is potentially good news. However, no pieces of the boat have been uncovered. So Chevra could pick up that medicine, although it is not necessary. She's opting to get the stone instead. Now, what else lies over here? It's hard to say. So again, without much else to do, knowing that there's nothing overly useful in the northeastern path for her, she's just going to take the medicine. Now, it's up to Antonio. Where will he go? Looks like he's going to take some medicine as well. This team will have plenty of medicine now. And he is going to investigate the lookout, seeing what's around. Seems some good potential there. So there's a lot of stuff on the northern side. So it looks like they're going to be setting up camp at the lookout. Let's see. Again, they don't have any sticks to make a tool out of the stone, but that should be fine. They're doing reasonably well as far as food goes, keeping up with the amount that they need, although they are starting to run a little low. So it's up to Daisy. What will she find in the tree? A stick! That's good news. Again, that will give her the ability to craft a shovel. Finding some persimmons over in the flower fields. There's some big plays here. She's going to leave the persimmons. Oh, look at that! There's some silver over there. That could be interesting. Alright, now, Chevra is able to investigate several of these areas. But will she? There are quite a few areas here that may be very beneficial for her to check out, including that suspicious spot there. So let's see. She's going to go get those persimmons and also investigate that, the stones in the area. Now, how many persimmons will she take? Again, 3 persimmons will give them an extra day. Oh, she only gets 2 persimmons. That is rather unfortunate. It's still better than nothing, but it's not enough for another day's worth of food. And finding some string over by the ruins. That is rather good, but it does lead to some potential problems now. Oh, this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. It appears that Antonio is going to go for the safety strategy, and it pays off! Had they ignored this, that could have been disastrous, having to backtrack for that log. What a play from Antonio. Uses up pretty much the entirety of his turn, but that is okay because they have found yet one more piece of the puzzle. They are halfway there. So let's see what the next turn will bring for them. Now they have plenty of options for tools. They could either make a slingshot, which will give them a better chance at fighting, or a fishing rod to give them more food, or of course, a shovel. They're opting for the slingshot. Again, this team might benefit from it not being overly strong. Antonio can certainly fend off some foes, but the other two may not be able to do so as easily. So the team is going to eat and sleep. Now, the question is, will they be able to get enough food for the following day? Let's find out. 5 days remain. They only need 2 more pieces. Daisy is able to investigate a little further over. But is it necessary? She could also check out the area over there. It's a gamble. Again, the rest of the team could examine a lot over there. Her skills may not even be necessary. So it appears she is going to scout that one space just in case it's something, which it is not. So that does help. Now it's up to Chevra. She picks up a silver nugget. Wonderful. She is going to leave the persimmons for her friend Antonio. Now let's see what she finds in the flower fields. Oh dear, she's fallen into a pit. Thankfully, it's not that big of a deal. Her turn was over anyway, but she manages to escape just fine. All right, now it's up to Antonio. He does not have a lot of potential for this turn, but let's see how many persimmons he can get from this tree and whether or not he will be hoarding some for himself. Oh, that's huge. He gets 7 persimmons from the tree. Oh, that is big news. Big news. So now they have plenty of food for the next day, but he is eating 3 right then and there for himself. That's rather unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. All right, so the team is moving even further over. There are a lot of spaces to check over here. This could be big. This could be big. Let's see if they will be able to get what they need. So this silver nugget, that is interesting. Again, they can't make anything with it yet, but it is definitely very curious what they could make with that silver nugget. I believe that would give them better tools. Which could be very handy, but they need a stick in order to make anything. Now Goldie will be able to sniff out all 3 of these surrounding areas here. Oh, there's the sail. That is very good news. And of course, proving that there's nothing necessarily over there. So Daisy is picking up the sail and will be able to scout out 2 more areas here. Let's see what is over here. A stick! That's good news. And again, nothing in that area there. So she is going to go for the scouting mission, finding some persimmons over on that tree, but also kind of revealing nothing of interest in several of those areas. So it is up to Chevra and Antonio to investigate the rest of this area. Now, Chevra, being a little less combat-oriented, will be checking the corner here. Uh-oh. She's run into a centipede. Again, they do have the slingshot, so this is a good thing. Let's see if she'll be able to fend this thing off. Oh, just barely able to. Thank goodness for that slingshot. Otherwise, it'd be very bad for Chevra. Now, she is going to be examining the coast, although it doesn't appear that there's anything worthwhile over there, so it might not even be worth it. That is a decision. Again, it's already proven that there's nothing really there, but if they can find a bee hive, that would be helpful. Uh-oh. It's another centipede. She's going to have to fight this thing as well. Let's see if she'll be able to handle it. And she is also just barely able to take down that centipede. Now, this team is in dire need of food right now. They are running dangerously low. All right, Antonio is investigating the bushes, finding yet another centipede. Again, this will give them extra points, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they need food. They need some bees, they need some trees, or some fish. That's definitely what they are in need of right now. So Antonio does take that thing down. He is going to take a chance on that tree, though. It's risky. Oh, there's some bees. That's great. Will they be able to get some honey from the tree? Not a very good chance, unfortunately, for Antonio. He's rather clumsy with this net, but still manages to get a solid 3 pieces of food from the beehive. So that's definitely good. They are going to need a little bit more. Uh-oh. It looks like he has taken some tax for himself. Now, he is able to take this area here, finding a stick. This is good. This is definitely good. They can craft something the following turn. And some persimmons. Let's see how many persimmons Antonio will be taking. Any amount will be good. 5 is more than fair. But will he charge tax on his find? He's already had a bit of a snack today, so hopefully not. That does give them enough for another day's worth of food. That's great. Now, here's the dilemma. The team needs to find that last item. It is possible it could be in that tree there. However, it is not possible to be in a lot of other locations. It couldn't be right there. It couldn't be there. They may have to sneak through this little valley here. And additionally, if there's anything over here, they may not be able to find it. So their options are starting to run a little slim. They may have to take a big gamble here just to survive. If it is over here, that is definitely a dangerous possibility because they are not able to see a lot of question marks there. So that would be quite the gamble for the team. But it appears they are going to take that risk, hoping that it's not in the one spot that they did not check over on the west coast. Now, let's see what sort of tools are available to them. They are able to make the silver rod using a stick, the silver nugget, and, of course, the string. Now, that might help them substantially at getting a lot of fish, and they may need that. They are running low on time. They will be searching the shore, so they're opting to make it. Again, time is of the essence. If they are unable to make use of that silver nugget, it's just going to go to waste. So they're opting for that. Eating for the night. Running low on food still. But let's see if they will be able to uncover anything. So they have 1 day of food left. There are not any fish over in the immediate area. Wait, but it looks as though there is an option to fish. This could be interesting. Daisy is not necessarily needing to go past there. Oh, so you throw a float. It's odd. Something to investigate later. Oh dear, she's fallen into a pit. This may be for the best, though. Her movement would not have allowed her to go any further, but the pit is at least cleared for her teammates. So this is also a large gamble here. All right, so Chevra has not found the final piece, but has found some mangoes. How many will she take? Oh no, she's taking only 2 mangoes from this tree. That is rather unfortunate. Now it's up to Antonio. Where will he be able to move for his turn? Again, doesn't really have a lot of potential. He could check out that tree and hope to get lucky by finding some bees. Desperate times, they will only have 1 day left of food, so it could be very bad. Oh, this gamble. Perhaps that fishing rod wasn't the best of ideas after all. He is going to go over towards that tree, hoping to find some honey. Again, needing 2 pieces of food. Oh no, he's not found honey. He's found a toxic snake. This is bad news. That thing is something you do not want to mess with. Definitely a vicious animal. He manages to slay the toxic snake. Thank goodness. That could have been disastrous. Getting an incredible amount of points, but breaking the slingshot, that is bad. So the team is going to put everything they have right now in finding that final piece. They need just 1 log. 1 log, and they will be set. But they have no more food. They need 2 pieces of food. If they cannot find this food, they will starve. That is very bad. Very bad indeed. So it is up to Daisy right now to investigate. Now, where on Earth would she want to go? So neither team can make it over to that one. Not that it matters, but look at all of those question marks over there. That is very bad news. Oh no! Well, let's see what lies over there. This is potentially very bad. Oh, thank goodness, a beehive. Now, will Daisy be able to take some honey from that tree? They are in dire need of this honey. Come on, Daisy. Oh no! This is terrible news. Had it been any other role, they would have had enough food to get through another day. This could spell the end for this team. This is bad. This is very, very bad. So it's up to Chevra right now. Will the final piece be in this corner? It is not. This isn't good at all. It appears that the team may be sunk. They are out of options. They are completely out of options. That is not good. Well, opting to at least examine a little bit. The food supplies have run out, and it appears that this team's chance of victory may have as well. Escape failed. Oh no! So their score was roughly 22,000, but again, they have failed. So if they cannot, if their opponents end up losing, then it will be settled on their score when they lost, which was roughly 22,000. Again, in the event that that happens, it will be determined then. All right, so that was very unfortunate for the team. They made some gambles. Some of them paid off, some of them did not. So now it is time for Team Losers to see if they can do any better on this massive, massive island. So let's go ahead and see. We have Anchovy with his flight ability. We have Barreled with the Honey Hunter ability that could come in handy. Perhaps it would have saved them. And then we have Rodney with Chef du Jour. Now again, that is an ability that I'm sure the previous team would have loved to have in hindsight. It was not enough though. So, let us see just how well this team now does against Desert Island Escape. So with Anchovy's ability to fly, that may give him the movement necessary to get around some of these rocks. Definitely have to see. Alright, so he is opting to fly over here. Again, he has excellent vision, able to scout a lot of potential areas. So what does he find over here? Anchovy has found some mangoes, and this is great news because Anchovy loves mangoes. He has the potential to take home 8 mangoes. He takes home 8 mangoes from the tree. Holy moly, that is a lot of food. That is a lot of food. Already this team is looking quite bright as far as their potential for winning goes, but they do not have the ability that Daisy does of scouting, so they're going to have to look around a lot more. Oh no, Barreled looks like he may be stuck. He is definitely stuck. What an unfortunate turn for Barreled. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so now it is Rodney's turn. He can cook, but there's not really any need to at the moment. So he is going to be examining some of the areas over near the shore. Uh-oh! He's finding a centipede. Will he be able to fight the centipede or flee from it? This is definitely dangerous. He's opting to flee. Definitely a substantial chance of running away from this thing. Not exactly helpful for his turn, but at least it is not a turn wasted next turn if he were to lose. So the team is going to be making a big play. They're going to be making camp over where Anchovy landed. Okay, so they are eating and sleeping. They have no tools. They have to do a lot of investigating. So let's see if they will be able to get lucky here. Again, there are a lot of places to search on the island. Oh, it looks like Barreled has found some honey. This is good news. So Anchovy is flying over to the bushes. Will he find anything over here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's found a snake. Does not have a good chance of fighting the snake. So he is going to attempt to flee. Hopefully it will be successful. Yes, he is able to flee. Now this is definitely a danger for this team. It appears that they are not very capable of fighting. So that was not a very productive use of Anchovy's turn. Oh, but he still finds the log. So perhaps it worked out for the best. They have one piece of the puzzle they need. They need 3 more. So Barreled will spend the first part of his turn tracking down that honey. Let's see if he'll manage to take some honey from this tree. They don't have a net, but again, Barreled is able to get honey occasionally. Let's see if he'll be able to take some home. Oh, yes! He takes home 5 pieces of honey, putting them in a very good situation for food so far. Still 4 days of food remaining right now. That is great news for the team. And on top of that, he has an incredible amount of movement. So he will be opting to scour the area. Oh, finding some medicine. This could help. Could definitely help. It may give them a chance. Oh, dear! He's found more honey. This is not what he expected. The original plan was to search the lookout, but can never turn down some honey. Especially if your name's Barreled. Taking another 4 pieces of honey. That means he's got 9 pieces of food in just 1 turn. That is great. Not quite enough for another day, but certainly very close. And that does actually give him enough movement to check out the area over here. That may give them a solid advantage. Alright, now, how many persimmons will he be taking? On an absolute rampage, getting 12 pieces of food in just 1 turn. Way to go, Barreled. So the team is in very good condition. Oh, he might be getting even more. This is his 3rd beehive that he has found in a single turn. This is absolutely outrageous. Taking yet another 4 pieces of food. That is 16 pieces of food in just 1 turn. Way to go, Barreled. Look at that. This team is so unlikely to repeat the same mistake that the previous team made, where they ran out of food. So, Rodney is not in need of cooking, that's for sure. Although, there's not much else he can even do with his turn, so he will search this area here, finding a stick. That could help. And then, without much else to do, he is just going to be clearing some tiles. So, that whole area is now clear, meaning they need to pitch their tent somewhere else. So there are a few options here. There's that northern shore. There's still the southern area, center of the island. So they are going to be camping over here. Now there is a fish nearby, so they have some string, they could make something. Now, unfortunately, they don't have any stone or any string to make a tool, so they're just gonna have to leave it be. But they have plenty of food. They're definitely in good shape. Finding that log was huge. So right now, it is up to Anchovy. Where will Anchovy opt to go? It may be a good idea for him to investigate that lookout. He's going for it. Uncovering some more of the area. Again, it's not likely his turn would have made that much of a difference. So, where will Beryl go? That is the question. This isn't exactly the best place for the team, but let's see. Oh, Beryl has found some persimmons. Let's see how many persimmons he'll be taking home. He is taking 4 persimmons. That's good news. Getting even more food for his team. Very good news. Searching the tree, finding another stick. That will give them good options for crafting. Now it's up to Rodney. Let's see, what will he choose to do? Not necessarily needing to cook, so opting to investigate here, finding some string. Could be helpful, make a fishing rod. There is a fish nearby, but it might not even be worth getting at this point, seeing as they have plenty of food. Well, that will remain there for the time being. Opting to uncover some more tiles in the meantime. So, again, the team is faced with an interesting positioning problem here. So, Jay would be able to get to that lone space from here. Let's see if Team Losers will end up the winners of this match. Again, what could end up being their downfall, actually, is simply the fact that they are unable to fight very well. So they're opting not to make a fishing rod. Again, they don't really need food. What they need is a stone in order to make a slingshot. Once they have the slingshot, then they should stand a better chance against potential predators. But they are doing more than fine as far as food goes, so it is not necessarily a priority. So where will Anchovy go? He is opting to go over to the bush over there, finding... What is he finding? Oh, he's found some mangoes. His favorite. How many mangoes will he get? Oh, he's gotten 8 mangoes. That's a complete score of mangoes. So that should mean the team is completely set as far as food goes. They no longer need food whatsoever. That will add to their bonus score. So let's see. Where will Beryl go? Beryl is opting to investigate the tree nearby, finding some persimmons. Again, it's not a bad thing to have extra food. It will add to their score at the end. Not that they really need to worry about score. Again, as long as they are able to clear the island, they should stand a reasonable chance at taking down their opponent's score. So Beryl is investigating the flowers over here, finding a pitfall. Oh no! Unlikely to be able to escape from the pitfall. He is stuck once again. That is bad news, because he could have investigated those flowers over there, and that could have been great. Now it's up to Rodney, opting to search, not really making use of his ability. Finding the silver nugget over here, that could be useful. What else would be worthwhile? He's just going to search the beach. Again, without a fishing rod, there's nothing they can really do over there. So, where will the team camp tonight? Definitely quite a predicament, really. There's this whole area. They still need 3 more pieces. At least they have the northwestern corridor cleared. But time is of the essence right about now, and they want to be able to maximize their time. So, again, it appears that Rodney is actually the weakest link here, simply because by the time his turn rolls around, there's not all that much he can do. So, the team is able to make a tool, but then again, without really a need for food, it does not make sense to make a silver fishing rod. Alright, so it is time to sleep. So, let's see. Will they be able to find more pieces here? Because remember, that is still very important. They have 5 days, but if they can't find the things that they need, they may still lose. It would be sad, but it is still very possible at this point in time. Alright, now, where will Anchovy go for his turn? Trying to get the most mileage. Opting to fly over there. Oh, look at that. There's all sorts of items over there. Landing on the tree. What will he find over there? Some bees. But without a net, that's not really handy. So he's going to leave them be. And leave that for someone like Beryl to handle. In fact, that could be a very important strategy to get an extra movement out of Beryl. Oh, finding the sail. This is great news. They're halfway there right now, and Beryl will be moving over to the honey. Again, they don't need food right now, but this will give them extra points. Let's see how many pieces of honey he will take home. 4 pieces. Great news. So that actually gives them 1 surplus day. Great news. Finding a stick as well. Not really what they need. They have more sticks than they know what to do with. Alright, now it's Rodney's turn. Again, not really necessary to use his ability to cook. So he will just be examining these flowers and then uncovering some more spaces or just falling into a pit. Lots of pits over here. Narrowly escaping. Good job, Rodney. Alright, so that is their turn. Where will they set up camp? That is a very good question. So, again, it looks like there may still be some areas over to the east. That was a troublesome spot last time, but, again, if they can send 1 member over there, while the rest clear out this northern area, that could prove to be an advantage. So, again, opting not to make a fishing rod, despite having the materials for it. It does not do any good at this point in time. They have more than enough food. Not at all a concern. What is a concern is movement. They may not have enough movement to find the pieces that they need. That is a definite concern. Oh, this is rather unfortunate. There's nowhere that Anchovy can really take any items. He may just have to use his turn. Oh, look at that. No, he's found some items over here. At least some spaces to investigate. That may be a good spot to set up camp next time. Uh-oh. Oh, it's just a centipede, but he is not very equipped to fight a centipede. So he's opting to run away. Again, this team could vastly benefit from a slingshot. They have almost no offensive capabilities. So he has to backtrack. Doesn't really give them a lot of movement, but at least a little bit. Alright, now, where is Beryl going to go for his turn? He's going over here. What will he find? He's found another centipede. Is he able to fight it? The odds are pretty much even whether he chooses to fight or flee. And he manages to defeat the centipede. That is really good. Oh, finding even more honey. Oh my. This could be enormous. Not necessarily for the food, but for the extra movement point. Is he going to continue to get lucky here? Oh, he's gotten 5 pieces of honey. Fantastic. They will have an incredible amount of food. Absolutely a surplus here. Plus, he has plenty of extra movement points. So, even though he's not getting any items, he is opting to search down this corridor. The corridor that spelled defeat for the previous team. Alright, now it's up to Rodney here. Taking a big chance. Oh no! Rodney has fallen into yet another pitfall. Will he be able to escape from this one? Oh no! It appears that he is not. That is very unfortunate. Poor Rodney, definitely not helping out his team. So, where will the team go on this turn? There are a lot of spaces they need to check, and they are running low on time to even check them. It is going to be a gamble, but there are just so many spaces over here that it would be foolish not to investigate. Again, they are not finding the tools they need. If they could just get, or not finding the materials they need, if they could just get a stone, they would be in great shape. But unfortunately, they cannot seem to find one for the life of them. 3 days remain. Time is now of the essence. Score is not on their side. Now, where will Anchovy fly off to? There are a lot of areas to search over here, but it may be wiser to pick up one of those items over there. So he is going to go for it. He's going to go for the item south of the tree. What will it be? Hopefully that tree is not hiding something that they need. Oh, he's found some persimmons. Not overly helpful, but still will add to their surplus, will add to their score. They will need a good score if they are unable to find all of the pieces of the boat, which is starting to look more and more like a possibility here. Alright, it's up to Barreled. Let's see what he will uncover. What is waiting here? Oh no! It's a snake! This could be bad. Having to fight against a snake barehanded? Oh no! And just barely losing to the snake. This is very, very bad news for Barreled. Oh no! Now I believe they have some medicine, but still they are running out of time to find the items that they need. Oh, good news! Rodney has found a log. Now they only need one more piece. But that could be anywhere on this island. Where will they go? There are a lot of areas over there, but oftentimes pieces end up hiding. So they're going to camp over in the Lost Corridor. Let's see if this works out. Again, that gives them opportunities to hopefully find that thing in the flowers. So they need to heal or Barreled. You only have one piece of medicine here, so not overly safe right now, but at least that did help Barreled recover from that fight. Will they be able to find that last log, though? That is the problem. That is the definite problem, because if they are unable to, their score will be substantially lower. than their competitors. And there are only 2 days left. Alright, now, Anchovy with his ability to fly will give him the ability to cross that rock and at least give a chance to find something over here. Not finding an item, instead finding some persimmons. More food. It's an absolute mountain of food for this team. And only getting 2, but again... Oh, actually getting 4. I've been mistaken. Alright, so 4 more rations. Gives them yet another day of food. It gives them a few more points. It's unsure how much that will help, but we shall see. Okay, now, the question is, where will Barreled go? And where will Rodney go? So it does not appear that there are any useful areas either direction. So on the off chance that there is a hidden item right over there, Barreled will be taking the right path here. Oh, finding some mangoes. Even more food. This team just can't get enough. All right. Now, it appears that there was nothing more than a bit of water over there. All right. Oh, Barreled has found some honey. The honey itself is not particularly helpful, but simply the fact that they uncovered this beehive. It means they will not need to search it in the future. Getting 5 more pieces of honey. My goodness! Barreled has contributed so much to this run, I tell you. He's completely managed to give the entire team all the food they could ever need. Now it's Rodney's turn. With his completely useless Chef du Jour ability, is not come in handy once. Now, what will he find over in the roses? He's finding some persimmons. As if this team needs even more. They truly do not need any more at this point. That's the problem. There is no reason that they need any more food. All they need to do is just beat the opponent. The only way they can do that is by finding that final log. Now Rodney is escaping from the pit on a turn where it does not matter in the slightest, as his turn was over. All right, now, where is that final log? That is such a good question. It could be anywhere, and their decision will definitely be very important here, because if they can't find it, that is it. And of course, thank you so much to Game Player Stu for subscribing for the 2nd month in a row. Again, in announcer mode, but I do appreciate that nonetheless. So, let's see. Where will this team go? This team will end up... With just 2 days left. If it's over here, that could be a problem. If it's in one of these random spots, that could also be a big problem. If it's in that lone tree, it could be the end. Now, how does this team capitalize on this? That is the question. It looks like this may be the best chance. If they park here, Anchovy could fly over to investigate that tree, and the rest of the team could theoretically fight a centipede to get through. This is a gamble, but it should give them the best chance at uncovering the most amount of tiles. Let's see if their gamble will pay off. It's time to sleep. Running out of time. Oh dear, tomorrow is the final day. This is it. They may just be unable to clear it in time. You can have all the food in the world, but be unable to find the final piece of the puzzle. Is Anchovy going to do it? It does not appear so! Finding a centipede. At this point, there's no reason not to fight it. It is the final day. Any extra points would help. Oh no! Unable to take down the centipede. Oh dear. Now it's up to Barreled. Again, this will be a huge turn. They need to figure out how they can clear the most spaces. So the only way this is going to work is if Barreled can take down that centipede. It relies on that because Barreled will have to go to the centipede and then to the bush there, clear out those 2 spaces while Rodney cleans up these final 2. So it is all down to the centipede. Barreled needs to take down this centipede. Otherwise, it is likely the end. Let's see if he'll have better luck than Anchovy. He does have better luck, so that's a good thing, but it does not necessarily mean that the team is in the clear. There are so many spaces where it could be. Now again, these 2 spaces here will be investigated by Rodney. The 2 on the far side will be investigated by Barreled. He doesn't find it yet. Oh no! He's finding yet another centipede. He has to slay this centipede as well. Otherwise, he will not be able to make it over there. Oh no! Oh, look at that! What a reversal just in a nick of time. It appears that he is able to take down that centipede. And finds a stick! Not another stick! Oh no! It is all up to Rodney right now. He is opting to search. What will he find? Will he find the final log? He finds some medicine. It is all down to this final tile right here. Will Rodney find the final log they need, or will they meet their defeat? Uh-oh. He finds some mangoes, but that is not going to help. Oh no. It started out to be such a wonderful lead for this team, but they are also unable to clear the island. What a disaster. Their score was just a mere 16.8 thousand. Neither team was able to escape the island. However, as the previous team was able to at least obtain 22,000 for their score, that team will be moving forward, and team losers are eliminated. So Daisy, Chevra, and Antonio now move on to the next round. Now, the next round will be fought on this island. Again, this island needs to be cleared at least at some point, but that will not be today. That will be at some point in the future. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in for Desert Island Escape and Tchville Idol Season 2. Oh, man. Whew, that was tough, guys. That was tough. Oh, man. All right, anyway, so that team is moving on. I'll update the stuff later. But yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you on the next stream of Animal Crossing New Leaf. And I'll see you in about an hour for some Pokemon Sapphire Wedlock training. Oh, yeah. All right, see you next time, everyone. Woo!